Saturday afternoon, we're out and about. It has been raining all morning, but now we're finally out in the field. And we got our first copper shilling. I think it's a Christian the 7th. Now I'm not gonna turn this channel into, giving advice about how to detect and crap. I think that's very boring. But I will answer a concrete question. And there's no correct answer, I don't feel comfortable giving these answers because everyone has their own technique and experience. But the question is, I'm at an old site, should I dig the iron tones? And I say yes. If you are on an old site, you think you have something good, dig them, especially if you hear other tones. So imagine here's a big piece of iron. Let's put this screamer under it, and it will give you an iron signal. Okay, this one is a digger anyway, but that's because it's a big shilling. But my point is, if you hear an iron signal, but it has some mid-tone to it, it doesn't have only high 98, high, like rusty iron, dig it up, because once you have removed the iron and picked it up, then you are left with the clean signal. And I have experienced that now quite a few times, that if I hear an iron signal with a little bit of mid-tone in it, remove the iron piece, rescan the hole, and suddenly you have a crispy signal there. Now that can be a piece of junk, of course it can. But so that's the answer. Yeah, if you think you're on a good spot, if you have the time, dig everything. That's my short little reply. I'm with Trond and Christian, and we're at a neighboring farm where we found this lion, and we're closer to a church. So I just started, picked some trash close to the houses there, and now this shilling. So let's see what the day can bring. I'm still on the mojo, I hope. Okay, I'm back at the field next to it, and this is not a coin, but it's quite cool. It's a key. Is it old? I'm gonna give it a slight brush. This might be recordable. Let me have a look. Yeah, this puts me in a difficult spot, but better safe than sorry. I just tried to call the county archaeologist. His cell phone was switched off. I'll take the coordinates and I'll move a little bit up on the field. I don't wanna do anything I shouldn't do, because the county we've got a new county archaeologist in this county now, and he's really nice compared to how it was before. So I don't want to do anything wrong. So it's a key, and we will find the age on it at home. I have some literature on it. It's very hard to tell the date. It's really hard. Can be 1600s, can be 1200s. I mean, who knows? This is really hard, so better safe than sorry. I'm moving 5 meters away over there. Cool find though, cool find. Let's not get hung up in the bureaucracy. This is a nice find. It was a screamer. Trond's got a find. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, what's your idea?
Maybe I have a lead white.
Yeah. No king mark yet, but it can show up, maybe. But they were not made of lead. The younger ones, the Christian the 7. So this is maybe older.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. But we haven't really. I don't have many targets.
3 targets here, half an hour.
It's pretty quiet, but maybe something will show up. A screamer, but it's another copper shilling. Toasted as usual. But if these signals can still be here, that's big signals. Nobody loses out on those, and there might still be chances for one more small silver coin. Another one! That's number 3! They're popping up like rabbits! Yeah. Can you please change color? I'm running out of time. It's 4 o'clock. We're supposed to leave in half an hour. What is this? Relic day? This one isn't too old, but it can still be fun. I might still have some water left. Looks like I'm missing out on my silver streak. I'm picking up some cool relics. This isn't old, but it's cool. 20 more minutes. Let's get to work. Last target, make it or break it. Christian just called me and said, if you want to ride home, you have to hit to the car. It's a 77. It's close by where I just found that strange relic. It doesn't sound like a coin to me. Is it you? Is it you? Okay. Okay, it's in the hand. It's you. A piece of lead. I'm beaten. But I have 2 relics. Cool. And Christian has his key. We have to have a look at his key. That last find, I mean not the last one, but the one before, that I said, oh, that's not old. I was in a hurry. As you know, I only had 15 minutes left. I didn't have a really good look at it, and I thought maybe it was an 1800s replica of something old. It was very popular then. I've had a closer look, and I've taken the coordinates. I think actually we have some Viking silver. I kid you not. I have a book at home and I'll show you what I mean. I think actually we have Viking silver with a dragon head. And that key, if that key is early medieval, then that area is starting to make sense. So Christian has been detecting the fields close to the churches while we have been down at the barn. Christian has found a nice little key as well.
Oh, if it's still in here.
There it is. Oh, that's a nice one. Let me have a macro shot. 2 nice keys today. It's a nice one. If I can make some good film of it, I'll try to date it with my book. I have 2 books on keys, not only on keys, but yeah, nice one. That's from the church and that's from the field, or both from the fields, but that's from the church field and that's from the barn field.
So that's the key to the church and that's the key to the barn.
Yeah.
Maybe the church key is a little bit bigger.
Cool. Yeah, it's all about getting lucky. Did we get lucky at the end there? We might have done that. Let's have a look. Early home, because we had to leave the field early. Christian apparently has a social life outside of detecting. And we didn't start until noon because it has been raining all morning. But tomorrow the weather is nice. Let's have a look at the miscellaneous. A little bit of iron just for fun. 2 lead seals, musket ball, 3 copper shillings. Christian the 7th, 1771. You can make out his monogram there, 2 C's. And my policy on copper shillings is that if they can't take water, I don't care. I just clean them in water and I leave them. I'm done with trying to fix it with olive oil and all that kind of stuff. You just have to kind of get over it. Copper coins will get toasted. If you're lucky, you find a nice one, you know, if not. Strange pieces here. I don't think it's old. This is too light material. This is some new kind of alloy. This one had me fooled. Button coming up like that with the right color. This is ornate, but it's too thin to be of interest. The key. The key. What can we say? Well, it has a spinning pattern. And the hole is not very circular, is it? So it looks kind of crude done. Flat key head here, not sure, can be bent, some piece can be missing. I've had a brief look in the literature, kind of excluded the most fancy ornate Viking versions, at least according to this book. It's not that ornate. This we know, griddle hook. I found a Saxon piece in Norwich. I also found a smaller one in the Czech Republic, but it has nothing to do with that. And this is kind of similar to the ones I found this spring. I don't have that anymore, it's handed in. It's a padlock, medieval padlock system. They were quite sophisticated actually. And then you can start to think about Christian. These coins are from the 18th and 19th century. So I can't make any age of those keys. Hard to say. 1600s, 1500s. I'll have the county archaeologist have a look at it. This is very uncircular. Very uncircular. So that can give it some age. The reason I keep it in the soil is because it's a copper alloy. This, however, is probably silver, and that you don't need to keep in the soil. I think this is actually Viking silver. I can be completely wrong. It's very hard to ID things out in the field, in the spare of the moment, when you are kind of in a hurry. But I had a chance to have a look at it later, and then I saw this head. I'll show you what I mean. Bronze hanging bowl mount. That particular shape there resonates very well with that head, because you see there's eyes there and a beak. So it can be Merowinger. I mean, it can be actually earlier than Viking. It can be year 500-600, Merovingertid. They are known for bird-shaped stuff like this. So hold there. So you can imagine maybe a pin attached to the beak going over there, fastened there. Those who knows these things, they know that this part where the pin was attached is very important for giving it an idea. But I'm no expert. But I just know that it's significant if it's iron or not. If I'm not completely mistaken. It surely feels like silver. So if there are any, Viking experts out there, give you one more macro of the head. That's the head. You can see the face there. Maybe it's a man, maybe it's not a bird. I imagine I can see 2 eyes and a nose there and a mouth. Now I thought this was, you know, ornate 1800s. They made all kinds of knife handles and stuff, and it was in the corner of the field where I picked up burnt furniture pieces. And it's not unusual that the farmer use one corner to burn stuff. And there you will typically find things from furniture and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure this is not that. I think this is good. This is good stuff. So much details to it, and it's so massive, and the area is pretty interesting now. So yeah, I hope you've had a close enough look at it now, the people that knows these things, and please leave a comment. I'll read. I like to just post the videos and then I'll read myself. I'll study it myself, and then I'll give you the details that I know in the next film. I just like to be, you know, done with this film stuff. Here it is. So possibly my second Viking, I think, or it's a Merovinger, but it's maybe my 4th or 5th recordable find, is what we call it in the UK. In Norway we call it like that. You have to hand it in. It's older than 1537. So it's kind of nice. It gives you a little bit of credit in the detecting world in Norway to hand in nice finds to the archaeologists. So that's some street cred for Digging Norway. It just isn't just only picking up copper coins and silver pennings anymore. That's nice. That's very nice. I hope I will get some nice information about that. Tomorrow we're going out again. We're hitting the same fields, but not the same area, the same farm. But I will probably not go on the same field. I will try a new one. Chris is joining us. That can be fun. Tonight I'm gonna take it easy, and I hope you have a nice weekend, and I hope you've had a great hunt. And thanks for watching as always. Thank you for all your nice comments, and happy hunting.